I got fired from my job and I'm happy now. Well, I got fired 2 weeks ago, but I'm making the video now. I was kind of debating if I wanted to make the video or not. I was like, I don't really feel like it's that interesting, but at the same time, I don't really have anything else to talk about. Life has been kind of dry, so yeah. So basically, the whole reason why I got fired was because at my job, right, I work in a deli. I'm not gonna say where, but you have to wear like these protective gloves, so um, when we use knives and stuff, we don't like cut our hands accidentally or whatever. I know it's stupid. I'm a 22-year-old man. I know how to use a knife without cutting myself. But this company thinks we're idiots, so I had to wear the glove. One day I forgot to wear the glove, and they fired me because of it. But the main thing that really perplexes me about this is why it took them so long to fire me. Now, according to them, I didn't wear the glove on August 4th, and they waited until August 24th to confront me and fire me about it. So, what were they doing for the past 20 days? They just didn't say anything to me. And it was it was so when they called me into the office, it was just so awkward because they're like, "Hey, Josh, remember that time? Remember when you didn't wear that cut glove on the 4th?" I'm just like, that was 20 days ago. I don't really remember. I don't even remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday. You expect me to remember what I did on August 24th, on August 4th? Excuse me, 20 days ago. And they're like, you didn't wear a cut glove, and we're gonna have to let you go. Do you want to say anything before you leave? And they wanted me to beg and ask you, and they wanted me to beg, and they wanted me to ask for my job back. But I was just like, no, I'm good. I was just so indifferent to it. I was just like, you know what, whatever, just fire me. I don't even care. I've been at that job for 2.5 years, and if this is how it ends, this is how it ends. And so they fired me, and I was just like, okay, whatever. The next 2 days, I filled out 10 job applications, and 5 of them called me back wanting for interviews. So, I picked a new job. I'm good now. I'm finally out of that place. It was a terrible place to work, honestly. Half the equipment that was broken. The managers were just rude, and it was just a terrible place to work. Half the time, we didn't even have sale items. Like, like we were out of like an oven gold turkey or like a Boar's Head Deluxe. When it was on sale, we didn't have it. So it was just really awkward when we have something on sale, but we can't give it to the customer because we don't have it. Half the equipment was broken. We sell a lot of fried chicken. One of our chicken fryers was broken. We couldn't clean the oil. We couldn't like filter out the oil or whatever to clean it. The rotisserie chickens, the chickens are like those sticks that like rotate in the oven. Yeah, half of our skewers were broken. So when I put the skewer in like the oven, it wouldn't even like go in all the way. It would just like kind of like dangle around, and the chicken would just not cook. It would like fall in the oven or whatever. It was just terrible, and yeah, it was just half the time our price our sale prices wouldn't even come up on like the scales and whatever. It was a terrible place to work. We were always understaffed. People would not even show up to work. I won't say names, but there were like a good handful of people who would just call out like 2 or 3 times a week and nothing would happen to them. And we were just short staffed. It was a terrible place to work, honestly. Yeah, all my friends, all my coworkers there, they just hated it. I hated it, but at the same time, it was like an abusive spouse where it's just like I didn't like being there. I knew it sucked, but at the same time, I was just there. I was there at work every day, even though people were calling out. I had to cover the people's shifts. I had to stay late. It was just really dumb. And the managers were just so inconsistent too. I remember this one time I stayed over like an hour, 2 hours over. The manager comes up to me. He's like, "Oh, Josh, you can't stay over. You can't make up your own schedule." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever." The very next shift, he's like, "Josh, can you stay over?" I'm just like, "Didn't you just say a couple days ago you didn't want me to stay over, and now you want me to stay over?" I'm just like, "What's going on? You can't just make up rules. You can't just whatever." Like stupid, stupid stuff. What else did I want to say? Jeez, I think that was it. Yeah, terrible place to work. I will not lose sleep over being at the place. Honestly, there were a lot of people that supported me. Honestly, like all my coworkers, like, "Oh, you were fired, Josh? That sucks." Like, and they were like, "You got fired over such a stupid reason. You've been here forever." I'm just like, "Yeah, I've been here for 2.5 years," and they just throw me away like garbage because I didn't wear a cut glove a couple times. I'm one of the best workers there. I was the second best worker there, and they just threw me away. They're a loss, whatever. And I had like some people like writing letters to like the managers asking them to give me back my job. There are like a lot of regular patrons there who missed me, and you never realize how good you have it till it's lost. They lost a hard worker. They lost me. They lost the flannel czar. Anyway, I'm done complaining. Um, Moral of the story. There's not really a moral of the story, but yeah. Have a good day. It's good to be back on YouTube. Peace.